What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of the 18 Podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Casey, the Clipper fan Osborne, and also my man to the left of me, to the right of me, whatever type of TV that you're watching, Mike, the Knicks fan Piercy. And we're going to get right into it. We've got all types of things to talk about: sports, music, education, a whole bunch of other things. Maybe some movies. We're going to jump into that. But first, got to check in with my man Mike. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm good. Thank God for another day.
Awesome. Solid. Yeah, I can't complain over here too. Getting ready to go back to school. I know as a dad, I know you're about to get ready to send a couple of them.
Pay for this college.
Jesus, listen, man. Shout out to all the dads out there who are paying for school. Like it's no fun trip. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Also, a quick PSA in regards to, we actually lost another national treasure today. Marky Post, who used to play on. They know who it is. They know exactly who it is. I'm going to tell you who it is. Marky Post, she actually played on The Fall Guy for all you Chicago PD fans out there. She was actually the mother on Chicago PD. Marky Post, she also played on Night Court. She was Christine Sullivan for all you old heads out there. Used to watch NBC comedies back in the day. You know, Cosby Show, Different World, Cheers, stuff like that. Night Court was one of those top shows before its time, so I definitely want to wish her rest in peace. Shout out.
I used to watch MASH.
Who watches MASH?
Me.
Like watches
I'm
MASH.
the only black person who watched MASH.
I mean, MASH was before its time. MASH is like pretty much MASH is like Grey's Anatomy before Grey's Anatomy. So just on with the program. Go ahead.
I'm not ashamed of it. I used to watch MASH.
I mean, I watched Night Court. Not a whole lot of people used to watch Night Court. You know.
Night Court?
Oh, you did.
I did.
Oh,
I wasn't like a.
You weren't into it like I was.
Like a person that sat every night watched it.
Well, it used to come on like every Wednesday,
I think when it went to syndication, it used to come on at night.
Oh, they need to bring that back to syndication. They need to bring that back. So definitely rest in
That's
peace.
how I used to see it. I used to see it at night.
Oh, right.
Like on 17 or something. It used to come on at night sometimes too.
Well, I know back in the day, it used to come on like at 10 o'clock. So, on NBC.
I mean, that's what I was watching. I know it came on at night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. So I definitely wanted to send my condolences and a rest in peace to Marky Post and the Post family. And with that, we're going to move on, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to move on right into this thing. First of all, your thoughts on the N.B.A. Finals, Mike. How do you feel about that?
I'm happy for Giannis.
Solid.
I would have wanted Chris Paul to get a ring, but I'm glad Giannis got one.
Well, Chris Paul.
I'm glad Chris Paul stayed with Phoenix to try to win it with them.
Mm-hmm.
And not jump ship and join the Lakers like everybody else.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect segue. We're going to get right into that. My thoughts on the finals, I'm definitely glad that Giannis got his ring. Brought another title to Milwaukee since the 70s, since the days with Big O, Lou Alcindor. If you don't know who Lou Alcindor is, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bobby Dandridge, stand up. John McGalvin, I believe that's his name. Who also played for the Bucks. But I am glad though that Chris Paul is actually staying to run it back again. He got paid too. Smart man. He got paid 120 million. He got that bag. We're also going to get into that too on other players who got the bag, and some players are not worth that bag either.
But do you think the Lakers constructed now?
Mm-hmm.
Like their average age is like 30-something years. Do you think they're going to win it? Guaranteed the championship?
No, they're not guaranteed the championship. Not with that. I'm sorry, because Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, they pretty much do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're definitely going to get into that and in regard to trade acquisitions. But yeah, definitely congratulations to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out to Drew Holiday. Even shout out to Devin Booker, man, because now Devin Booker, you're pretty much now on that superstar track now. Even though you didn't win, you still did numbers, and now people are really looking for you now, because they used to say that Devin Booker's not a star, he can't score. Hey, just ask the Clippers, So
He set people like this playing.
and man, did he? He sure did.
Even though he kind of cost the game, he did it Ben Simmons.
You think so?
He had an open layup. And
Don't assault that man like that. Like he
was right there to run, pass it off. Somebody who missed the shot.
Did he do that? I don't think he did that. And if he did, he probably didn't. He probably did it by accident. Maybe Ben Simmons did it on purpose. Yeah, yeah. And speaking of speaking of Ben Simmons, you're coming up soon too. So that's a perfect segue. Um, NBA draft just passed. Your thoughts on the NBA draft in regards to your Knicks? 'Cause your Knicks are looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I could be
Hmm. Yeah. What about the additions?
like Kemba Walker.
There you go.
I'm looking like the fact that they kept Derrick Rose.
There you
They
go.
just extended and then Lefty McGee. What is his name again? Well, I'm gonna forget his name.
Lefty McGee. Julius Randle.
Yeah, Julius Randle. 'Cause all he did-
Lefty
all he
McGee.
can do is go left. He
Well,
don't go right.
look. Hey, look. That left hand must be pretty good, man. Because I mean, he got to the league with it.
They extended him, so that's good.
Got that bag. Shout out to Julius Randle, 117 for 4.
So I mean, they're not NBA championship worthy right now, but I would want them to win a ring, but they're improvement. Like I'm got tired of seeing them in the lottery every year for like 10, 15 years
Mm-hmm.
and not doing anything in free agency or trying to build a team. So they got a nice little neutral little team that can compete.
Are the Eastern Conference Finals worthy?
It depends.
I think they. Yeah, listen,
If
man.
Giannis gets hurt, if KD gets hurt, and
Mm.
Kyrie, then yeah, I could see them.
And Harden.
Yeah,
All three of
I
them.
could see. I
All
could
three of
see
them go
them.
down.
I could see them going to the conference finals.
Okay.
Maybe if Ben get traded or N.B.A. don't play.
Don't worry. Ben's gonna get traded. Don't worry. He will. Now on the draft, I mean,
Second round. They could every year.
yeah, I don't know. I think you guys might go. I think you guys might go second round. You guys might get lucky, to be honest with you. So I'm definitely gonna be looking for you guys. Plus, you guys have Evan Fournier and Kemba too. So that means you can actually push that lineup up. You still got Cardiac Kemba. Shout out to Cardiac Kemba, who had some great. Oh yeah, he'll be healthy because he's playing back in New York now. And he's also playing in the Garden. And lots of great moments that Kemba Walker had when he was at UConn and stuff like that. A couple step backs, the 11-game run, the Big East tournament run that he had back in 2011. When they weren't even ranked that year. It's crazy, man. Yeah. So welcome back to LA Kemba. Shout out to Evan Fournier. He's definitely going to make that team way better. He's definitely going to up the point total by at least like 20-something points. Evan Fournier, and he just came. And shout out to Evan Fournier. He just came off of the Olympics, silver medal.
He played for France, right?
Yeah, he played for France. Him and Nick Batum. Let's see, but it was actually a pretty good draft this year. It was. Let me see. I mean, we really didn't need to go to the draft per se. Everybody's talking about like Cade Cunningham and everybody. I mean, how do you feel about the draft this year? I mean, do you really think it was an okay draft? I know it was an okay draft for you guys, but in the draft overall.
Detroit probably won the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Bad boys might be coming back up.
I think so. I mean, because they have Cade Cunningham number 1, which was a foregone conclusion. I think he's going to be like the next Grant Hill. Everybody keeps comparing him to LeBron. I think he might be the next Grant Hill, the more athletic version of Grant Hill, like barring injury. Grant Hill, like '94.
Grant Hill would have been a star. He was already a star, but he'd have been the man if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, definitely. Just like Penny.
Yeah.
Barring injuries, I think, because when Jordan left the league, they already were ready to pass the mantle to Grant Hill. Because he had the personality, he had the game. He knew how to deal with like people and the executives and stuff like that. So he was ready. But then he had those injuries. Same thing with Penny. Penny was marketable, especially with Nike. Still, Foam Pops is still like one of the number 1 selling shoes out there besides Jordans. So I'm just going to go down the list real quick for the NBA draft. I'm just going to go down the first 10 lottery. Cade Cunningham at number 1. Jalen Green.
I think Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes, yeah. Scotty Barnes is number 4.
He was surprised at number 4.
No, Scotty Barnes is tough at Florida State. Yeah, took him to the tournament and
I
everything.
didn't think he was going to go to number 4. I thought he was going to go a little further down.
No. Yeah, that's perfect for him. Laying right there, no pressure.
I thought Jalen Suggs was going to go number 4.
I did too, just because of his performance in the tournament. And just because,
Well, didn't Gonzaga win the championship?
No, Baylor did.
So they were the undefeated team. Gonzaga was, right?
No, they were. I mean, they were undefeated for a while, and then
Gonzaga got
they
one.
lost. Right.
Okay, I always
Yeah.
thought Gonzaga won. I thought they competed with the undefeated season.
They almost did. They almost had the undefeated season. They tried to.
It was Gonzaga and Baylor in the championship, right? 'Cause I don't think I
Yeah.
watched the championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It comes on the wrong night of the week, so
that's all right. Yeah, Gonzaga and Baylor. Scotty Barnes went number 4. Jalen Suggs, of course, from Gonzaga went number 5. Josh Gidney from the N.B.A. Went number 6. So OKC. Jonathan Kuminga actually went to Golden State from the G League at number 7. Franz Wagner, of course, he came from Michigan, the shooter. Davion Mitchell also went to Baylor, won the championship. Went to Sacramento. Zaire Williams rounded out at number 10. He's from Stanford, the Stanford product, going to the New Orleans Pelicans. And speaking of which, speaking of the Pelicans,
you know what that means, right?
what's up?
That Zion is going to be a Knicks because there's too many people with these other Z's on the team. Zaire and Zion.
Okay.
That's the wrong team, right? He plays for the Pelicans, right?
Yeah.
Zion, right?
Yeah, Zion plays for the Pelicans, yes, yes. It's going to be Zion's team now. I know that because there's no more lines with ball.
Zion will be a Knick in a couple years. Mark my words.
Okay.
Zion is going to be a
Yeah,
Knick.
you put it out there. You put it out there. That's
I'll
good
take
stuff.
him. I will take him.
Ah,
In the garden.
you definitely put it out there. So we're definitely going to get into those.
That's out in the Kawhi,
Mhm.
market.
That's not going to happen.
Not going to lose on the
That ain't going to happen. Like, you keep talking to Kawhi, man. Kawhi's already been re-signed to the Lakers.
Zaire sweepstakes. Zaire.
You missed on the KD sweepstakes.
Forget KD.
KD is locked in.
Forget KD.
KD is locked in for 198 million for 4 years. Yeah, like imagine checking that
I
balance.
think he's going to finish his career
Yeah.
out in New Jersey.
I mean, that's a question though. I mean, you're getting 198 for 4 years. My math is bad. I mean, I have to get my phone to actually divide that up. I'm just trying to imagine.
Mathematician.
I mean, I'm just trying to imagine
What's
here.
that? 4 divided by
4,
198.
well, I know 4 into 19 goes 4 times. I know that. So, and then you bring down another. So that's about 646, I think, around about that figure. So that's 46 million
And that's
every
all
year.
guaranteed.
That's all guaranteed. Yes, that's
Even
all
if he didn't let
guaranteed.
go, he still get that.
It's not that's the best type of money, guaranteed money. Baseball.
Remember Matt Geiger? Remember all the years he was doing paid for the Sixers when he
Mhm.
wasn't even in the league.
Yeah.
Even what's the other dude that had the bad feet? The other big white dude that had.
Tom McCullough?
Yeah, he was still getting paid. He was doing commentary. He was still getting paid.
Yeah. Listen. I want to know who your agent is, number 1, and number 2, I want to know who your accountant is or your broker, because how would you even check that balance? Would you check it on the phone? Would you check it in the supermarket? Would you check it? I wouldn't check it in the public place, but I would check it somewhere like uppity, like maybe King of Prussia. No, I wouldn't do it in Neiman Marcus and nothing like that. Yeah,
150 million guaranteed.
guaranteed. No matter what you turn out to be, you can be trash for the next couple seasons. You're still going to get that 150 guaranteed. Not to mention, depending on who's endorsed by Nike or something like that. So that's a check right there too. Not to also mention appearances, that you're doing for the NFL or doing appearances like for whatever product that you're endorsing, like maybe some Gatorade or something like that. Jesus, I would be. I don't know.
Money coming from
I know. I would be a stone cold douchebag. I'm going to be real with you. I'll be a douchebag if I had that type of money. Like I would check it. I would check it like every 30 minutes. Good afternoon, PNC Bank. How can I assist you? Yeah, this is Kenneth Osborne. Yeah, I just need to know what my balance is. Oh, Mr. Osborne, we just talked to you.
every time we make a purchase, I'm checking.
Yeah. I bought I bought another flat screen for my garage, and I just need to know what my balance is right now. You can probably hear like the person in the back telling some again. Sir, your balance is $48,222,564.61.
What, a soda from the corner store?
Brought a soda from the Poppy store.
So they charged me an extra $1 for it for using my card.
Yeah, did you guys charge me a transaction fee? And if you did, take it off.
Yeah, I'm checking it on every purchase I make.
I hear you. I definitely hear you on that. So, and also speaking of all-season moves, and we're going to definitely jump into these different trades and acquisitions. Where is Ben Simmons going?
I don't don't know.
Damn if you know, damn if you care, huh?
I don't
Yeah,
care.
you don't care. I know you don't care. They tried
I'm
to
not
get her.
Sixers fan, so I mean,
Yeah, nor am I. So I mean, I could care less. You already know who I'm rolling with here. Boom. since 1993. Um,
I gotta get some Nick merch.
yeah. You better jump on that too. I mean, I still think the best draft pick you had of all time is who? Patrick Ewing. There you go.
I think I need to jump on in case they do win the championship. People start no, you start liking the Knicks.
They
And I
like
have
the
to
Knicks.
run down the lineup from 1985.
There you go. Like Ross Strickland, Skywalker and everybody. Yeah, I mean, do you have any particular, maybe a guess or something where Ben Simmons is going to land at?
I think the best place probably for him to go is out west,
Definitely.
where he don't come back here often.
Yeah, because they're
And
going
then maybe like Portland. Even if he do come here, they play late. So.
Yeah, so they won't care. They
But then
won't
the
care.
only thing about that is, if he goes to Portland and you say Dame comes here, I'm not gonna lie, I might have to be a fair weather Sixers fan for this.
No,
Dame
don't do
comes-
that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Mike. Don't do that.
I'm gonna try my best, but if Dame comes to Philly and suits up, I'm gonna have to be down
Oh, I'll definitely I'll definitely,
to be down there.
pay him. I'll pay to watch him, of course. It's not gonna be like I'm not gonna be a season ticket holder though.
No,
Now, when the Clippers come to town, yes, I'm there. Forget about it.
definitely the next one.
Oh, definitely the Knicks come for sure. For sure, you guys got some horses out there. R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, Julius Randle. I think Mitchell Robinson is going to be healthy again.
I'm actually trying to
They're going to be all right.
get out to see him a couple of times next season anyway.
Well, when they come to Brooklyn, maybe
No, either way, like just to get the New York.
at the
I
Garden.
yeah,
Oh, then you got
I like
Kemba
the
too.
Garden.
Sorry about that. Shout out to Kemba.
I like the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, cheap seats make you feel like you're important.
yeah, because I mean, then they love sports out there too. Like they really will talk that sports to you too as well. Yeah, man. So Ben Simmons, wherever you land at, homie, we don't care. Now let's get to these off-season acquisitions, man. I'm gonna go down real quick and just give me your opinion on what you like and what you don't like. The first one is pretty much like Sacramento, Boston.
He played for the Kings.
Yeah, he used to play for the Kings, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
he used to. I thought Tristan Thomas was a Boston Celtics.
Yeah, he was.
Well, he could trade. So this is what I need. This is where you come in at. I
Yeah.
don't be knowing about these little trades.
Yeah, well, that was for me. That was like a little trade because I knew Tristan Thompson was about to get out of there anyway. But the Celtics get
I would took him in New York.
I would take them with the Clippers. The Celtics get Chris Dunn, representing from Providence back in the day. Also played with the Heat, and Bruno Fernando, former Maryland Terp. I like that. I like the addition to Boston because they definitely need, like more wings out there to help out Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart and everybody. And they also need somebody also to bring the ball up, and Chris Dunn can actually do that and play both sides of the ball. Bruno Fernando is more like a Trez clone, just monkey dunking on people and stuff like that. So I definitely like that. And the Kings get Tristan Thompson, and they still have Buddy Hield over there in Sacramento, so he'll be. Yeah, LeBron. Yeah, well, man, we're about to get into that right now. That's a perfect segue. Let's look at this. Let's look at this right here. The Lakers. I'm about to call them the old fun bunch. The Lakers are getting Russell Westbrook, Trevor Ariza, Malik Monk, Carmelo. I don't even have to give what his last name is. If you don't know what his last name is, that's terrible. Philly's own Wayne Ellington, Kent Bazemore, and Dwight Howard.
I like Wayne Ellington. Him and the other one that was there. Wayne Ellington went to Duke, right?
Wayne Ellington went to North Carolina.
Okay, the other one that went to Duke.
He went to Duke.
Russell.
Right.
So that's where they've been in the league forever.
Hey, man, get that
Seems
get
like
that check, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, get that NBA pension.
When you can shoot, you stay in the league forever.
You will say yes, and then Wayne Ellington can hit like the 3-pointer, and he can hit like the mid range too.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, mid range will pretty much extend your NBA life. For all you shooters out there working your mid range shot, you will stay in the league forever. You will stay on the team forever. JJ Redick, Wayne Ellington, the list goes on and on. So how are you feeling about everybody jumping on the Lakers now?
I'm happy for Melo.
Mm-hmm.
Really am, because Melo's my favorite player in the league. He's been my favorite player for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm happy that he go to a team where he can finally get a chance to compete for a championship,
Mm-hmm.
which I think the Lakers will. If they don't go and win, I think they definitely will be in the hunt.
Gotcha.
And I'm
Gotcha.
happy for Melo.
Definitely. Melo needs a ring.
I'm not surprised because that's what's going to happen. Like until LeBron retires, everybody's going to do it because
Mm-hmm.
every veteran that doesn't have a ring, and they on their way out the gate, out the door,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to probably jump ship to the Lakers, because hey, what do they got to do? I'm about to leave the league in a couple years, so might as well.
And I played LeBron.
Yeah,
No, you get to tell your kids, yeah.
So LeBron leaves the league and retires. That's going to happen for a long time.
Gotcha. Well said. I mean, everybody jumping on the Lakers bandwagon now, so I have to do my only comment is wait till the regular season, wait till the Lakers and Clippers match up. Then we're gonna see who's talking. Because you know why? Because we just resigned Kawhi and we just resigned Nick Batum. Choke on that.
Although they think LeBron is better than Jordan, because of this reason,
Mm-hmm.
I would never say LeBron is better than Jordan. He's the greatest player of this era.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that,
Mm-hmm.
but not of all time.
Well
And I
said.
really kind of wish that people would stop saying greatest of all time, because we'll never know who's the greatest of all time because they have different eras. Like Will ruled the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Mike ruled the late 80s and all of the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had LeBron in the 2000s, so it's like it's eras. Like so.
So what about Kobe? Where does Kobe come in that?
It's a big question.
Because Kobe was like that. He bridged the gap between like the 90s and 2000. He kept on going to like about 2014. You
I
know?
would say Kobe. It's not really.
I mean,
Because I've always thought Kobe
he gets
was
lost.
the best at this time.
Yeah, because he gets lost. He gets lost in that talk sometimes. But yeah, that's definitely a different discussion for a different podcast. Back to my Chi-Town. Not my Chi-Town Bulls. Back to Pastor Sean's Chi-Town Bulls. Shout out to Pastor Sean.
What's up, Pastor?
Yeah,
Kobe,
what up, Pastor?
Meet you on the show.
That's right. Then we definitely need you on the show, Pastor Sean. When you see a bear and Pastor Sean fighting, don't help Pastor Sean. You better go help that bear. You know what I'm talking about, Pastor Sean. Shout out to Pastor Sean.
Try to get you on this podcast soon.
So Chicago gets DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball, and how that's a pretty big move.
Levine, right?
And he still has Zach LaVine.
He got traded too?
No. Basically, the line was going to look like this. Pretty much, it's going to be Lonzo Ball, probably. Lonzo Ball and Kobe White are probably going to share the point guard duties, or they might run 3 guards or 4 guards, whatever they want to do. Zach LaVine still the 2. DeMar DeRozan is your small forward. Nikola Vujicic is probably your power forward center. Let's see. I think they might run a small ball lineup. Mm-hmm. I think that's what they're going to do. And you got, because Kobe White's like 6'4".
Okay.
Lonzo Ball's like 6'5". Zach LaVine's like 6'6" or something like that. DeMar DeRozan 6'6", 6'7". Nikola Vujicic 6'10". And they all can shoot. I don't know. They might be the ones that take down Milwaukee. I'm serious. They might be the ones.
Chicago they're going to be Jordan, like the Jordan era, but I think they're going to make some noise like they did with Derrick Rose was there.
Yeah, don't put them up there like that. Don't. You can't put them. You cannot put them up there with the Jordan. Which Jordan? Which Jordan team? What, the '96 Bulls?
Yeah,
The 72-10 Bulls?
Could be another podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can definitely talk about that in another podcast. That's a good question.
Which is more dominant? Which is the best dominant team out there?
I think the one when he came back post retirement Jordan. I think
72-10 Bulls.
I think those Bulls were best.
Yeah, I think that might have been one of the most dominant teams I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They were just winning games
Yeah.
by accident. Like,
We definitely get into another podcast.
oh, most definitely. We definitely gonna get into that. Let me see. Any other pretty much big moves? Not really. I mean, like I said, the Los Angeles Clippers, we resigned Kawhi, which I knew that about maybe a month ago. I've been knew that. I knew they were going to resign him because we'd be a fool not to resign him. Like, whatever Kawhi, whatever you want, we're going to give it to you. We drafted Quentin Grimes from out of Houston by way of Kansas when he transferred, and that's pretty much it for the draft and everything like that. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go now, to some of Mike's favorite pastimes, which is the movies and music. So I got a chance. I got a chance this weekend to actually see Suicide Squad 2. Your feelings on that, Mike? Talk to me.
Worst two. No, I'm not.
Did you say that?
That's a little too much.
No, you can. This is our podcast, Mike. You can say whatever you want, Mike. This is our podcast.
I've ever been through.
Wow.
I've seen worse movies that I've sat for 2 hours plus and watched. And was like, what the hell?
What's like Spider-Man 3?
No,
that was the worst 2 hours and 40 minutes I've been through.
That was a bad movie, but I don't think it was my worst. But it wasn't that good.
All right, so would you pay to see Suicide Squad 2?
No.
Would you pay to see Spider-Man 3?
If I had a choice, I would pay to see Spider-Man 3.
Okay, gotcha. Say no more. Say no more. My take on Suicide Squad 2, it was good. I like the jokes. I mean, some of the stuff was a little bit over the top.
What do you think, Ryan? You sat there and watched a good
Yeah, producer. How do you think? What do you think about that, producer? Man, you holding your nose like it stank. Did it stink like that? Did you really find stuff?
Battle in it. I don't want to give it away, but Starfish part of the movie.
Terrible.
You think it was terrible?
It was
That's
so
where that
bad.
was enough
Like,
for me. I was like, oh, what the heck am I watching?
But they were just doing stuff to do stuff. And
Spoiler alert.
I think this is without giving
they
away
wasted
more
Viola
spoilers,
Davis' time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
I think that whoever wrote the script, it was like they were just cussing just to be cussing. Like
I think they were.
I don't have a problem with cussing in the movies.
Right.
When it's just to put it in.
Just
in
to
the
cuss?
movie, yeah, just to put it in there.
Yeah.
And it's a DC movie. You know, kids. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can't really say that because what's the movie?
Deadpool?
They're Deadpool.
But Deadpool's different. Deadpool was like Deadpool had a plot and everything.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds played that character like he really is.
Like Deadpool would do it, you know. So, yeah, that's all right. Get your iced coffee. Shout out to Mike's wife who made the great iced coffee. Mike's a gangster, y'all. Watch it. Mike's wife is laughing over there.
You can test it if you want.
Test her if you want her. She will break your arm. So yeah, your feelings on Suicide Squad 2, not really. Would you?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Whoa.
If you can watch it on
That's tough.
HBO Max, catch it on HBO Max. Don't waste your money.
So if you have to toss up between Space Jam and Suicide Squad 2.
Space Jam wasn't that bad.
So you're doing Space Jam.
Yeah,
So
Space Jam.
all right, so you have to watch Space Jam twice or Suicide Squad 2 once. What would you do?
Space Jam.
Twice. I can't live through that.
No.
I can't live through that.
If I haven't seen Suicide Squad 1, 2 yet, then I will watch Suicide Squad because I was curious to see what was going on.
I would rather watch Superman Returns with Brandon Ruth than watch Suicide Squad 2.
That was amazing. I remember that when I was a kid.
That's just my take on it.
No, that was a newer one, right? Superman Returns.
Superman
I'm
Returns.
thinking of Superman. What was it? Superman 4.
No, Superman 4. That was the Quest for Peace. That was with Sunrise Man or something like that. Energy Man. Shout out to the great Gene Hackman too, and John Cryer too. Shout out to John Cryer. Yeah. Suicide Squad. It was cool. It was alright, but I think they were cursing a little too much. They were cussing for no reason. And also another album actually came out too. We're gonna move it on to music. Another album just came out. Your man Nas, King Disease 2. How you like it, Mike?
I love it.
I liked it too, man. I mean, and I wasn't listening to it recently, but I didn't get a chance to actually listen to one of the songs. Lauryn Hill's actually on that song. Yeah, tell me about that song, Mike. The great Lauryn Hill. Take notes, ladies. Yeah. Did you get a chance to listen to that?
Make it a style and listen to that verse. That's how it's supposed to be.
That you heard it here from Mike. This is the hip hopologist right here. You know, the straight music connoisseur. He has like every rap album known to man, like in his bag somewhere. Even King Son. Yeah.
I never owned a King Son album.
Even Stizzo. What was his name? Schizo. Shout out to Schizo. What are you doing? Shout out to Schizo. He's working at Home Depot right now.
He did. He in the grave right now. He died.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that.
He died.
Oh man, send my condolences, man. Send my condolences to. That's not funny.
They did this to his album.
That's not funny. I'd rather listen to King Son. That was not funny at all. That's not funny. Listen, man, because we're about to wrap this up soon. I have an OT question for you. And the OT question, this is going to lead into our next podcast, probably in regards like to scoring, championships, dominant teams. Question for you, real quick. We're going to answer like in 2 minutes. Is Kevin Durant the best scorer ever? Is he the best scorer ever? Because there's a lot of good scorers out there back in the day.
Because I always put Steph on that list too.
Curry? Okay. Okay.
I think Durant is a better scorer than Curry
Okay.
because he's, darn near 7 feet.
Mm-hmm.
He got like a 7'4" wingspan, so it's like
Pretty much.
so you can't really do nothing with that jump shot.
That's right. Via a la Dirk. A la Dirk Nowitzki, just full extension, got the shot off and everything like that. So I think, as from what I've seen scorers over the years, such as, Vinny Microwave for the Pistons. Andrew Toney was another one. Larry Bird was a scoring machine. Dominique Wilkins was a scoring machine. Iceman Gervin was a scoring machine. Kevin Durant's different. He is different. Like, he hasn't put up he has monster games and stuff like that. He hasn't put up like the 70, 80 points and stuff like that. But I know he's able to do that. If you keep him in the game, he'll do it. But I think right now, my answer is yes, that Kevin Durant is the best scorer probably ever. Just of what he can do, because he can catch it in the post, he can catch it three-pointer, he can put the ball on the floor, he can catch a turnaround on either side of the basket, and he can catch it either side of his shoulders, like whether you can turn to the left, turn to the right, that ball's still going up.
I think KD is like must see TV for me.
Okay.
When he's playing and I can have a chance to watch him, he's on my television.
I'll definitely pay to see that in a heartbeat, for
He's
sure.
on my list of players that I have to get to watch before I leave here.
Gotcha.
I never got a chance to see Jordan and Kobe, and I'm mad about the Kobe thing. Because his last game in Philly, I had a chance to go. I didn't go. There was only one ticket left.
Should have went.
I don't want to go by myself, so I didn't go.
Should have went.
A few months later, we all know what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should
So
have
I'm really
went.
mad about that.
Yeah, man. So,
It was Jordan, Kobe, Barkley.
Of course,
LeBron.
Iverson. Yeah.
I've seen Iverson.
I've seen Iverson a couple times. I've seen Brian play. I've seen Kobe play, like high school and pro. I've seen Jordan play.
At least.
That was a privilege. That was a
Before
privilege.
I leave this earth, leave him and give me a chance. Go see KD. I don't care if I got to go to Brooklyn.
Definitely worth. I still want to see Derrick Rose play. I want to see Derrick Rose play.
I think I've seen him.
Like for the Bulls, Knicks. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to see that. And I definitely want to go to Brooklyn just to see all of them play at the same time, like Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. I just want to see like that scoring exhibition. Not against the Clippers. Definitely want to see them, because I will be mad. So, but yeah, man, we're just about to wrap it up. Any shout outs, man, or anything like that?
I want to send a future shout out,
Solid.
plug in the fact that if anyone wants to donate, feel free, be generous, and donate one of their kidneys
Okay.
to a brother that's in need of one.
Well,
I'm shouting y'all out now.
shout
If
out.
that makes any sense.
Hey, it makes perfect sense, man. You heard it here first, man. Definitely, help them out. Help them out.
For allowing us to invade her dining room for this podcast.
Shout out. Shout out. Just want to send a shout out to the fam, everybody, the Osborne family, of course, the OG Tracy Johnson, to all my Deltas out there, Delta Sigma Theta, stand up. Let me also shout out to my little brother, aka Kyle Osborne, Dr. Kyle. Oh, he's definitely gonna get on the podcast. On the Black Psychologist podcast. Shout out. Shout out to Kay Slay. Shout out to Miss G. And you retarded, man. You crazy. Yeah, man. So we're about to sign off, man. If you need to hit us up, just hit us up on Twitter at the 18 Podcast, and also on Instagram. We're on there. We'd love to hear from you. Instagram would be the_18 Podcast. And once again, this is another episode of the 18 Podcast. I am KC, the only Clippers fan, Osborne, and my man to the left of me, or to the right of you. Whatever type of TV that you're watching, if you're upside down. Mike, the Knicks fan, Piercy, feeling pretty done. Oh, God, you keep doing it. We're going to, listen, next podcast, we're going in. New York Jets, New York Giants, so stay tuned. Yeah, so, and that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap it up, and we're signing off, man. Peace. Stay blessed.